Hello, this is Hope Rosky with Weddings and Celebrations. Well, today I am so honored to have Tamika Thomas with me. Tamika, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is such a joy to have you because you have been in the weddings and events business for 30 years at least, correct?
At
Oh
least
my
30
goodness,
years.
first class events. I love the name. First
Thank you.
class because it's going to be done to perfection,
Yes, of
correct?
course. Exactly.
Exactly. So tell me, as people are planning for their special day, whatever it may be, whether it's an anniversary, it could be even a birthday, wedding. How far are people booking out and need to book out?
Gosh, people are booking out. We have events right now booked all the way into 2026. People do not wait.
Heavens, no, they're not, and it's smart for them to get on it so quickly.
Very smart, because after 2020, we just wanted to get back to life.
Right.
And the event industry just went booming. People that held off their weddings, held off anniversaries. Me, I had my 50th birthday in 2020. And
Can't be. Can't be.
So of course, what luck do I have? And so people are just getting back to life, and part of that is getting back with family and friends and having events and having celebrations again, and just doing life.
Well, you are definitely, you can see that passion coming through about what you do. So what inspired you, or did somebody inspire you to get started in the wedding and events industry?
Gosh, I have always been that creative one. I love just designing. I was a DIY girl, and so I'm the one that everybody always called. Tamika, I have this going on. I'm that person that if I have the time or the resources, I'm going to do it.
You were the
I'm
go-to
going to do it.
person.
I'm the go-to person.
All the way back
Always.
to
So
high school and
yes, I did our class reunion. I did three of our class reunions already. And so I have always just been that go-to. And eventually, I did my first wedding. Gosh, I'm dating myself. But like I said, it was about 30 years ago. And I fell in love. I fell in love with everything about the industry, the wedding industry. I love weddings. I do all events, but I have a heart and passion for weddings. Just to be able to make somebody's dream come true.
Yes.
It is just so rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
So rewarding, and to see my brides just light up when they walk in that room. There's no other feeling. And so I just love the everything about the industry. And so I started taking workshops and following everybody, keeping up with the trends. I go to conventions and conferences, and eventually I became an event designer. I went to IWED, the International Wedding and Event Design School. So I'm an IWED graduate, and I've taken, just in the last 6 months, I've been to Atlanta, Miami, and Texas for workshops. I just love what I do.
Well, you know what, and you're continuing to educate yourself in the
Exactly.
industry, and I think that's very important for viewers to know, and for those who are planning for that special day, that you not are just passionate, but you have the education toward it to make it happen and
Yes.
to be successful. What I find too is that people in the industry have a true attention to detail.
Oh gosh.
You have to.
You have to.
It's
You
a
really
must.
do.
It's a must.
It's a must.
And so how do you use that in bringing that day together? So the couple comes to you, they want to use your venue to get married, and how do you take it from there? How do you use that attention to detail to make that day the most successful day in their lives?
It's a lot of pressure, but it is one, again, like you said, you have that, you can't get a do-over.
Right.
And so they're entrusting this day in our hands. And I train my staff, everything. If I'm one of those ones, I will go and, I move the fork. It has to be perfect. It has
right,
to be
right.
perfect. And I want it to be where my brides walk in there and it's not only what they dreamed of, it's better than what they dreamed of.
Oh, that just warms
And
my
so-
heart right there. I love it. I love
So,
it.
and I give that attention to all of our events. If it's a birthday party, if it's an anniversary, we also do a lot of corporate events and Christmas
great.
parties. We have been, it's funny because we're moving into doing a lot of corporate events
Well,
recently.
you're in a great location. So
And I
you're
love it.
closer to the downtown area, which makes it really accessible for the people who are in the corporate field. If they do want to have a holiday
Yeah.
party, that they can easily transition back into work if they need to go back, if it's during the day. And if not, they're right from home. They can go to the venue. About how many square feet is your venue?
13,000.
Wow.
13,000. We have 3 different rooms. We have our lounge area, which I tell people it can seat, if you're just lounging, a little over 100, but with tables, everything, we put no more than 50. I like it. The comfortability is very important to me.
Sure.
It's very important. And then we have our crystal room, which can hold up to 100 with tables, about 200 if you kind of theater seating or seating. And then we have our grand ballroom, which is our diamond room. And that room can hold a little over 400.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, comfortably, we can seat about 360 with a nice sized dance floor and everything. So it's a really nice space.
Now, what about if people want to do like projection onto the walls or special lighting?
We are your
all of that.
one-stop shop.
All right, so
Seriously.
let the viewers know about it
We
because
are our
this is
one-stop shop.
as we're
We
moving,
have-
forward. People want this techie stuff going, and it's good to know that you have it.
It's very important, and I think that's why we're moving into a lot of corporate events, and they want the projector. We have projectors. We have 3 different size TV screens, so you can have the screens placed where you would like.
Excellent.
We do have professional speakers. Name it. We have a stage. We do just professionally. We do draping. We can do floor wraps. I do floral. I have taken more floral workshops than I care to know.
So you are one-stop shopping,
yeah,
and
we
you
are.
had even mentioned too prior to the interview that people could either bring in their own caterer or you have catering provided on site as well.
We do have our own catering. The only thing that we don't allow you to bring in, it's important to me. I was a wedding coordinator for so long and an
Sure.
event designer before I became a venue owner. It's important to me that the people have the day that they dreamed of. And so you may already have your favorite designer or your favorite caterer. And so we have an open policy where you can bring those vendors in. You can bring all the vendors in except for the bartenders, of course, because with our ABC, it's very important
Sure.
that we follow all the rules and that the vendor that we contract with, we know that they're licensed and they are all the vendors are certified, and so we only use our bartenders. But other than that, you can bring every vendor in that you like.
So you're talking about bringing people in. Do you take your business outbound?
We do.
Okay,
That's
tell
why
us a
we're
little-
called First
Yes.
Class Events and Design.
There you go.
I am still an event designer, and so I still go out and decorate and design other events. We do balloon art. We go out and do draping. We set up tables, and we also do rentals. So you can
Oh.
rent. We have all the glassware, china, tables, chairs. We rent those as well. So lounge furniture, throne chairs, name it, we have it. And
That's
So,
incredible. And
yeah.
all within that 13,000
All within
square
that
feet.
that packed 13,000 square foot. But yeah, we do it all. We are one, and people want the convenience now. A lot of people, it's our plates are full now. So if you can go somewhere and just say, you know what, just handle it. You take care of it all, and when you walk in, I had a bride just yesterday tell me that her bridesmaids were upset with her because they don't have anything to do. They were looking forward to doing centerpieces and coming and setting up, and she said, no, first class is taking care of everything. And she has entrusted everything to me. We're taking care of everything from the catering to the floral to the setup, the design, the coordination. We're doing the day of coordinating, everything.
So moving forward into that special day, how many meetings would you typically say you will have with the bride or groom?
Typically about 3 to 4.
Okay.
About 3 to 4, just depending on how far out they book.
Sure.
So this particular wedding is in May of next year. So she has a whole full year, but we were just planning her bridal party proposal. So they're also having their party with us next month to propose to all her bridal party. And so we're going to set up a catering and do a dinner for her where they're going to ask their bridal party to be a part of their wedding. So it's special. So we do every step along the way. She's also having her bridal party with us. Like I say, we can completely be a one-stop shop. And so and we enjoy what we do.
So with what you're seeing, what are some of the trends? Do you see any certain type of trends that are moving forward?
You know what? I tell my brides right now, the biggest trend is organic. And organic is any way you want it. And so tradition, unfortunately, has gone out the door. You know, I'm having more and more brides wearing black dresses.
I have heard that. I've had people come on in the industry from bridal dresses, from Madeline's specifically, and it's really anything goes, and that's what you're seeing too in the wedding industry during that special day. It's their own. It's their own.
And I tell them, she was saying, well, how should I do it? I go, there's no should.
Yes.
There's no should. It's how do you want to do it?
Exactly.
How do you dream of it being? The other trend right now is runway, the runway walkway for the ceremony. And so instead of the chairs now being facing the altar, they're facing inward. And so it's like a runway. And so the bridal party is coming down and all the chairs are facing And so I'm excited to be doing our first runway wedding coming up. And so that's exciting. There's a lot of new trends going on, but I think the main one is just be organic. And I tell them it's organic. Organic
don't
is
panic,
however
it's organic,
you want
right?
it. Exactly. And I tell them, don't stress. Don't stress
Right.
out how it should be. It's how you want it to be.
Exactly.
You know, I still love traditional weddings, but the trend now is organic weddings.
Well,
really
Tamika
is.
Thomas, I thank you so much for coming by. Tamika, again, is with First Class Events, and she focuses in with weddings and any sort of corporate special event, whatever celebration you're having. Tamika's the person you want to go to because it's not just a passion of hers. She has the education to back it up. And Tamika, I thank you once again so much for coming on the show. It's just a joy to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, this is Hope Rosky with Weddings and Celebrations.